What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm doing a little different video today. Project I've been working on. Well, me and my cousin. I started it. He's helped improve upon it. It's a, you're probably here because of the title anyway. You know what it is. It's a rotor forge. So, basically, what I've done here, let me show you, is we have a rotor, or technically this is a drum. It was a regular rotor, as in over there. Ignore the mess. We've been trying to burn stuff, clean stuff, and starter stuff, and it's just messy. Anyways, we used that at first. It was a small little rotor, and we upgraded to a bus drum. And what this is I've dug a hole into the ground. I'll show you later, and it goes a little ways underneath of it, so this sits on like a lip. We have a little PVC pipe going down to about like here or so to give it a little buffer from the heat, and that's attached to what they call the dog blower. It's anything that blows air. Originally it was an old like cheap $5 hair dryer, but what we did with that was it was getting the PVC too hot, and it was no good. So what had happened was we decided to move to this. It also pumps more air, which is great. And we have like a little makeshift anvil over there, but so the air comes down through. Let's see if I can get to it past all this coal. Oh, and this stuff is just anthracite, bought it from Tractor Supply. There is a metal, was a metal screen down here. I'll let me get to it. Yeah, there you go, see? Little metal screen to keep everything from falling down in there and choking it up. And the air comes up and through. I'm going to have to clean this out. And it gets it hot, so we have the constant air supply flowing to it. Now, in order to retain heat, we use that, which is an actual rotor to, I can't remember, my cousin's old SUV. They're just lying around. He changed them out. They were sitting there because, you know, chunks of metal, and apparently we have a habit of holding on to them. But, so originally this was just this and that. Well, then we went and to a creek nearby. Got some clay. Or, you can see it in there on the edges. Oh no! That'll be fine. It's rained out here anyways. And we went ahead, we took this out, went on the edge, packed it with clay, put some more dirt there, set this down in there, and then we had this going and bake the clay in there. So, I'm going to go ahead and get some videos we shot the other night. And yeah, we're gonna show you how it was working and what it looks like.
Alright, so the first clip you're about to see was some tests prior to the anthracite coal. A friend and I were trying to use the wood as a solid fuel for the forge and started to get a good heat, but it just doesn't compare to coal. So, enjoy.
New and improved, bigger, better. Filled it with a whole bucket full of wood, got it going. Now it's shooting at the side over there. It's coming out a little bit over here. I don't think if you can see it, but it's turning to dirt black. We're putting in the harder baked stuff in there. And yeah, it's cooking. If I get too close to it, I've burned my hand. I've already done that once. I got Zach helping.
What's up?
Yeah. Now we have the underground is the bus rotor. You can see where it's like dug up around there. We dug it out more. We put a lining of clay with the dirt, and then we put another thing of dirt around it, and baked that last night to the most part. Now we're just kind of doing this today, trying out some stuff saw online, and I hope to God that piece of metal in there is a little toasted. Let's see. I don't know if I can see it from there, but
Looks like you might have a little bit of flow to it already.
yeah. All right. So, oh fuck, there's a rock in here. Okay, fix that. I think it's hot enough. We lost the thing. It fell from up there, down there, because I have no support, and I don't have any tongs. I have nowhere to grab it. Shut up, Doug. And I don't know if I can get a good look. I don't know if you can see it, but the edges of the rotors and stuff we have in there are starting to change colors. I'm pretty sure it in there is pretty hot. But yeah, we're gonna have to.
Alright, so now you're probably wondering, well, how exactly do I build one of these? So I'm going to show you with the help of images made in a paint program. So, you're going to need a few things before we start. Number 1, 2 rotors, or a brake drum and a rotor, or however you want to do it. 2. A length of pipe for airflow direction. Be it PVC or metal, I don't care. 3. An old hairdryer or something that blows air, because you gotta get it from somewhere. And 4. The most obvious thing, something to dig with. Now let's get started with building it. First off, you're going to need to find a spot that has some access to power via extension cord or otherwise that you're willing to tear up a little bit. Next, you're going to need to dig a hole just wide enough that your rotor or drum sits snugly in it, and deep enough that debris will not hinder airflow. I recommend about 4 to 5 inches deeper than needed. After that, dig a trench just big enough to fit your piece of pipe. Try to keep the pipe from being directly under the forge, and then cover that back up with dirt and pack it down. Alright, so here we are. The last part's fairly simple. Just go ahead, sit your rotor or drum down in there, make sure everything fits snugly, pull the dirt up that you have dug out around the sides, tamp it down to try to seal up any little air. If you need to, add a little bit of water, make it in mud. Mud fits it nicely, let it dry, or, start it up, dry it out that way, and go to town.
Well, that was a beer bottle. That
Yeah.
is a squishy
That was a beer bottle, alright.
beer bottle.
Now it's a mound of glass. Molten glass.
That is toast even through the gloves.
Yeah, it was. I was doing it barehanded. It fucking sucked. There we go. Had to make it focus. Woo. Sweet.
Pretty cool.
I like when you hit it, it fucking changes the heat.